I'm a spirit channeler and oracle card reader who channels both light and shadow energies in my readings, which means if you're easily triggered, please find yourself another reader. What spirit is around you and what does it want from you? You have 5 piles to choose from left to right, pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Choose intuitively, don't worry about the actual card meanings. Pause the video if you need some more time to choose your card, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1, welcome to your reading. So what spirit is around you and what do they want from you? So I had a vision of the spirit's hands. They were just showing me their hands. So the spirit is very nurturing. Their hands were kind of androgynous, but oddly enough, they were very nurturing in a feminine sense, but I really did feel more of a male energy. So I feel for most of you guys, this is a male. We do also have the King of Cups here in reverse. Most of you guys, I'm picking up that this is a passed on loved one, someone you actually knew who was in your bloodline. Most likely a male, but it could still be a female because this is a general reading, especially if you resonate with having a male pass on who was a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or who just exuded a lot of water-like energy and nurturing energy, and who was very caring and someone you could tell your problems to, and someone who would hug you and comfort you. That is the person who is around you. So their purpose, what they're doing is that they are absorbing a lot of the after effects of issues in your life, the emotional after effects of the issues in your life. So when you go through problems here, that's being depicted with the 7 of Wands in reverse. When you go through these problems, you could get really upset. You're someone who is prone to getting very upset. You too could have a water heavy chart, but it doesn't have to be. But there are some trials that you're going through and that you will have to go through in this lifetime that are difficult. I mean, as with anybody, what the spirit is doing is that they're helping to basically dry your tears. As long as they're around and as long as they're helping you, the emotional effects of these issues will not hit you as hard as they would if this person was not around. So even if you feel that you're crying over, say, a boyfriend who broke up with you, or you're upset because you lost your job or something like that, you are still significantly less upset, less sad, less depressed because of the presence of the spirit than you would be if the spirit was not around. If the spirit was not around, sometimes you may have already, or you will, go through some situations in your life where it could actually plummet you into a deep, dark depression. So again, you guys have a water heavy chart here. There's a lot of water here, and you could spiral. And there are some issues. This person, the spirit, could be around just for a short period of time, because you could be going through a very particular period of your life right now that requires a lot of extra emotional support. Some of you guys I channeled are going through a divorce. Some of you are going through very rough financial issues. These are the 2 main big problems that I'm channeling here for you guys. Most of you guys are going through a very particular rough patch where it's like if you were to unroll a scroll that was your life plan or your life trajectory, you would see this period, this situation emboldened on that scroll. So it's like this spirit was able to see it because they've passed on and they're in the higher realm. They're able to see this big emboldened obstacle in your life, and they came through at this point in time to help you with this obstacle. So most of you guys, this is one big issue that you need to get through. And then after you get through this, your life will kind of settle out a bit more. I feel like most of you guys are going through a patch where this is not the main vibration of your life. there is just an issue that came on. Again, I'm picking up something about fighting some conflict here, with maybe an ex-spouse, fighting over child support or child custody, or some strong financial issues. These are the main things I'm picking up here. But it's like this is going to occur during a period of time, because if you're fighting over a child for child custody, it's only until the kid is maybe 18 or maybe 16 until they can say, listen, I want to stay full-time with mom, I want to stay full-time with dad, if they're like 16 or something. And if they're 18, they can do whatever they want. So there's like a period of time where this thing is happening. Or if you're currently battling your ex in divorce court, this is only going to last for a certain period of time. And then of course you're going to have to get through the divorce. And I just channeled for some of you guys, someone died recently. It may have actually been this person, but it may have been someone else close to you who recently died and passed on. Mind you, I'm speaking past tense. Some of this stuff could actually be happening in the very near future, or you could actually be going through this right now. Some of you guys, I did channel someone died, and of course when someone dies, when it happens, it's the strongest point in time. So that's when you're filled with the strongest emotion. So I do feel like this spirit will leave you, quote unquote, not fully leave you. It's not like they're just going to abandon you, but they're going to retreat after they believe that you have gotten through the rough patch and that you're okay on your own. Because right now they do not feel like you are okay on your own. With all of these battles that you're fighting here in the 3D realm, they are there to help you with the emotional support. Because like I said, without their presence, you would spiral. So there you go. That's the spirit around you. Those are your messages. I hope that helped you, and I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, Pal 2. Welcome to your reading. So what spirit is around you and what do they want from you? So the spirit was showing me in my third eye a bunch of candy, like a candy vending machine, kind of like M&Ms or Skittles just pouring out. And what that was symbolizing was a bunch of abundance. And it was non-specific because it could be a mixture of things. It could be one specific thing depending on you, but it appears to be like a general type of happy life, completely like love, happiness, a fulfilling career, more money and finances, more stability, maybe more trips and vacations, and whatever it is that would make you happy is what this spirit is here to dispense. Now, the thing is, the spirit was hiding from me. I didn't see any part of it. Whereas with the first group, I did see the spirit's hands. They were showing me their hands. This group, I was just seeing like a bunch of Skittles or M&Ms just falling through like a vending machine. And they were almost particularly on purpose hiding. And what that is also telling me is that the spirit itself is not important, because the spirit is actually one who embodies abundance. So if you were to ever read a grimoire, or where you will see the dark angels or the demons, where they will embody abundance and they'll find treasures, those kind of things, like they find, when you read the description, they find treasures where it's hidden, or they manage the treasury and that sort of stuff. It seems like it's that type of spirit who's around you. Now, of course, don't fear demons, because you need to embrace the dark in order to get to the true light, not the false light, the true one. But I'm not saying that it is a demon around you, but it could be. But this spirit is one who is more of an archetype. That's what I'm trying to get at. It's an archetype. It could be Lakshmi even, whatever deity. It could be maybe like Jupiter even, whatever deity in mythology, any type of mythology, well, whether it's Christian mythology, Hindu mythology, ancient Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, whatever deity embodies the archetype of prosperity and abundance is the type of deity who is around you. So it could be that specific deity, or it could be a being, an entity who is in their legion, who is in their ranks. So basically, You have been struggling with your career here. We do have this Three of Pentacles card. We have a lot of struggling with your career, and it's funny here we have the King of Swords in reverse, and then we have the dagger right next to it. They're both bookending the Three of Pentacles, which is a career and the mastery of the career card, and also about collaboration. And it's funny, if you look at this depiction of the Three of Pentacles, they're up here like putting stuff in a basket and dropping it down below to the people below for them to pick it up. And if you're the person who's below, you're going to see the coins fall on the floor, and you're going to be like, oh my goodness, it came from the heavens. But you don't actually see these three guys there because they're hiding. If you look up, they can easily just retreat. All they have to do is just take 2 steps back, and if you're on the ground and you look up, you can't see them. So this is, again, what I'm seeing. It's not about the actual entity, it's about the archetype that they embody. And again, with the King of Swords in reverse and the dagger here, you have a mental block that's blocking you from receiving abundance and living the life of your dreams. So it's not so much that you're cursed or whatever, it's a bunch of subconscious blocks, and they are also helping you to eradicate these subconscious blocks. So they communicate with you the strongest through your clear audience and clear cognizant abilities. And also, if you're not clear audience and clear cognizant, they communicate with you through other people's words. So whether you read a book and something is written down that kind of sparks something in you, or you're watching videos and someone says something, or movies, or you're talking to someone in person, or you're overhearing someone's conversations and someone says something, or you're reading a newspaper and you kind of read a sentence and you're like, oh, that seems like it has a double meaning. Anytime you hear something or you read something and you feel like that this has a double meaning, it actually does, because this is this entity communicating with you, specifically if you do not have clairaudience and clairvoyance. If you do have clairaudience and clairvoyance, pay attention, because this is mostly how they communicate with you. Also music, if you listen to a lot of music, pay attention to the words, the lyrics. If you hear something and like, oh, I feel like this has a double meaning, it does. You're not imagining it. So with this commune with your power animal card, they are trying to help you to get into your own power, because you don't really need them. It's literally a block. Because you see, in my vision, they were dispensing the candies. So really, all the candies should be flowing in your life, but it's like, it's not. So what's blocking it? It's you. It's the receiver. It's not them. They're flowing it. They're dropping it. Like, seriously, it was crazy. So with this commune with your power animal card, they're helping you to get into your own power, so that you can rely on yourself, so that you're autonomous, so that you're a leader, so that you're independent, so that you're self-confident, and so that you start your own career and your own business. And you guys have an entrepreneurial energy here, so you're meant to run your own business, or at the very, very least be at the top levels of the company that you work for. But I'm seeing more contracting, and like someone working for themselves, like someone who has an online business or a storefront, or someone who is a freelancer or something like that. So again, just to wrap it up, this spirit is here helping you to attain your abundance and your financial freedom, and not only finances, but just the life of your dream, whatever the life of your dreams, whatever makes you happy. They're here to facilitate that, and they are helping to remove blockages, subconscious blockages. So pay attention to your claircognizance, your clairaudience, music, anything you read and you hear in passing. This is how they most clearly communicate with you. Okay, so those are my messages. I hope that helped you, and I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. So what spirit is around you, and what do they want from you? I just would like to start off by mentioning that you got 3 extra cards from the Poe deck. Usually for all the other groups, I had planned to pull only 1, and 3 had to come out for you. And also I want to point out that you have the 3 of Pentacles twice. If you pay attention here, you have the 3 of Pentacles that you chose in the intro from this deck, and from the Poe you have it here in reverse. Again, 3 of Pentacles twice from 2 different decks. So the thing is, the spirit was showing me in my third eye milk, like just milk coming towards me or towards you. your your spirit is rather, it's like a mother. Your spirit is like a mother. The thing is, I did continue to try to clarify my vision. I did have another vision of someone sliding down a icy hill. And then I did have a vision of where the spirit showed me their face a bit more, and they looked a bit close to this devil card here. This depiction a bit like this, kind of monstrous looking, but their temperament was very motherly. So and it's funny, underneath the deck of this deck of cards, I have the dragon here. So again, another kind of monster card who can be scary. And it's also funny because the original Anunnaki who populated Earth, or mess with Earth, whatever they were really doing, a lot of times they would come in the form of a serpent, a fiery serpent with wings, which of course is a dragon. And ironically, you do have the devil card. The devil, from my understanding, is also one of those ETs. Again, why he's depicted as a dragon as well. So the thing is, some of you guys might be freaking out, but others of you guys might not be. I do believe you have a demon who's helping you. If it isn't a demon, it is some kind of ET, some kind of alien who looks differently than we do. Their true form is a little bit more monstrous. Now, and this person, this spirit that's looking after you, I really do feel like it's your parent, like your mother. The being who actually gave birth to you. A bit complicated and confusing when you think about the spirit realm. It's like, where do souls come from? When someone gives birth on Earth, we just bring forth a spirit that already exists. But in other star systems, how does it work? Is it the same thing, or do they because they're higher beings actually produce new souls? I don't know. I don't have all the answers. All I know is that the spirit is very motherly, and you guys are not humans. So you came here. I don't know why you came here, but you came here almost begrudgingly. It's like you had to. This mother is hovering over you. It's like their baby. They just gave birth to this baby. And in order for, like when a mother has to put their kid in daycare, this is what it's coming off as. The mother just gave birth to the kid. From her perspective, the kid's maybe 3 or 2. And all of a sudden now they're like, oh, I have to part ways because I need to go back to work and I need to give my kid to daycare. And the mother's clinging to the kid, the kid's clinging to the mother. This is a similar scene that I'm seeing that occurred before you incarnated. Like you were clinging to the spirit was clinging onto you, and the spirit promised you, don't worry, child, I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be with you while you're here. So you guys are not human. Your soul is not human. It's some sort of alien. And your mother, whoever gave birth to you on this other star system, is who is looking after you. So the thing is, this Earth scares you. You guys seem very frightened, again with my vision, but also here we have this Fool card in reverse, which is about fear of not wanting to take that leap of faith, that journey into an unknown world, i.e. Earth. You did not really want to come here. You were afraid, and then you got here and you were still kind of afraid. You were like a fish out of water, because you are, in your essence, you're different to humans. And then funny enough, we have this cat here who, it's screeching, but is it frightened? It looks frightened. You know how cats kind of, they constrict like that when they're frightened. It looks like it's frightened. So it's like, here's the mother saying, don't worry, and here you are frightened on top of her. So this, a bit odd, but honestly, she's really, really sweet. Really, really sweet. It's like, seriously. So basically, your mother from another dimension is the spirit who is looking after you. So what does she want from you? She wants to help you along your journey. For whatever reason, you had to come here. She wants you to attain the highest level of fulfillment. Whatever you came here to learn or to attain, she wants you to get it and not not be too traumatized by your experience here. So the funny thing is, here we have the talisman, you are destined to succeed. She does want to help you succeed, right? The talisman is also about protection. We have the talisman next to the devil card. She is protecting you, and because she's around, she's like your extra crutch type of thing. It's like you have this invisible talisman that's protecting you, that's giving you extra emotional support that you can't see. So again, we have the Three of Pentacles twice. She's working with you. 2, 3 of Pentacles. And this one is in reverse because I am seeing her coming from another dimension. So a dimension that's similar to the underworld type of thing. And it's like she's looking after you from below as opposed to from above. We always think about, the angels of the false light looking out for us, for people from above. This is more of a dark angel looking out for you from below. So I hope that helps you, and I hope it made sense. But again, it's essentially your mother, but not. So if you feel like foreign to your mother who you were born to in this earth, this is exactly why. If you ever asked your mom or your dad if you were adopted, this is why you asked them, or wondered. If you ever wondered if you were adopted as a kid, this is why you thought that. Okay, so you're not crazy, you're not weird. Your soul is brand new to earth. Like, you are brand new to earth. And furthermore, your soul appears to be brand new, period. Not only brand new to earth, but brand new, period. So you guys are essentially a baby. So your mother is around you, okay? So those are your messages. I hope that helped you, and I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, Pile 4. Welcome to your reading. So what spirit is around you, and what do they want from you? So I have to say, this spirit is extremely silent and extremely secretive. Extremely. Like, I cannot stress that enough. So I was supposed to pull 1 card per deck. The one that you chose, 1 from the Poe, 1 from the Madame Endor Fortune Cards deck, and 1 from the Transcendent Journeys deck, okay? Which is this one, and then these 2. The reason why these 2 are down here and not up here is because I had to pull these 2 after asking my higher self to step in when the spirit would not speak. Now, I tried to pull from this deck, nothing. I said, okay, maybe there's nothing in this deck that wants to come out. Then I tried to pull from this deck, nothing. And then I'm like, what is the secret? I looked down and I had to laugh out loud because the 2 cards that we have here is the 4 of Coins and the Queen of Swords. The 4 of Coins is someone who hoards something. Hoards, in this case, especially next to the Queen of Swords, hoards information. The person with the 4 of Coins does not give anything away. It's only when they get to the 6 of Coins do they receive something or give something away. The 4 of Coins saves. They don't spend their money. And similarly, doesn't only have to be money, it could be information. And then we have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords can be almost as secretive as the High Priestess if she wants to. Ironically, in this deck, I'm pretty sure the same character is used to depict the High Priestess in the Poe deck as the Queen of Swords. If the Queen of Swords wants to hold secrets and not reveal anything, she doesn't. So it was funny that I was getting silent, and then I looked at the only 2 cards that popped up, and the only 2 cards that popped up were 2 cards that were basically saying, I'm not telling you anything. So I had to try to get my higher self to step in, because even when I tried to clarify with my third eye, I just kept getting a vision of like a wind that just kept running away, if that makes any sense. So we have this Oracle card, seek wisdom and guidance from elders, and then we have this draw your story, Star Woman, Stone Woman. Now the thing is, there's something almost thought form like about this entity that's around you. And I did pull some clarifiers. I did get the Nine of Cups in reverse. And I did get the Eight of Swords here in reverse, though luckily, but then I did get the Three of Pentacles. It's almost as if this soul or this spirit is bound to secrecy because they're working for someone. And I tried to clear from, like, you know, what are you working for someone, for what purpose? I got this Justice card and I got the Page of Cups in reverse. It's almost as if I'm picking up that someone was not happy with you and they sent a spirit to mess with you. Now, I had to go get my heavy duty cards, which are the Occult Tarot cards. And I said, okay, I'm going to pull one card, maybe two, on screen, okay, to tell us what is the purpose of this spirit. Because the spirit almost doesn't feel real. It feels like a projection or a thought form. So we got the Four of Cups, which is again a kind of an eluding type of energy. What we have here is steals or fetches anything requested. Here we go. Someone who does whatever is requested, including money and horses, reveals secret things. It's funny this says reveals secret things, but this person isn't revealing anything. Brings questionable familiars. Again, we have something here about familiars. Underneath the deck, we do have the Hermit card. Again, someone who remains secretive and on their own because they don't want to be bothered by anyone else. Let's get one more card. Who is this spirit, please? We have the Star. We have can cause love or hate. Okay, can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars. Again, we have another familiar. Delivers familiars from other magicians, can move from one place to another. Now, I did have a sense that at some point that this entity was like almost waiting for instructions, especially with these two cards here. And I just want to point something out. As soon as I put down this deck, look what's underneath you heard me shuffle again to get the Star card. Look what's back underneath the deck. The Hermit again. I can't make this up. He's back underneath the deck. Look, there is some kind of thought form it's not a real entity. It's not a real entity. If it is a real entity, this is an entity who is the emperor of, or the empress of, concealing themselves. Because this is another level of concealment that I haven't come across from a real, quote unquote, real spirit. This is some sort of servitor. Now, the servitors only answer to their masters. They don't, unlike spirits, who you can compel to respond. Servitors, you can't really compel servitors, at least from my experience. Okay, I'm not an expert. Anyone here who's more inclined in, witchcraft may want to correct me, but from my experience and from my knowledge, they don't take orders from anyone else, and that includes giving up information. So there's only so much I can do here with this mute individual, but it's some sort of familiar here, a servitor familiar, which means, and funny that we have this card that's depicting someone sending some kind of mental energy, and then funny that I got the Oracle card next to that. It's like seek wisdom and guidance from other people. It's as if the servitor, as in the limited ability that it has to reveal itself, is telling me, if you want to know who I am, you got to go to my master. With that Oracle card, seek wisdom and guidance from the elders, go to my master if you want to know who I am, because I am bound to serve. If I have not been ordered to speak, I cannot speak. So I'm going to just attempt to just get some information on what does it want, what is it doing, from a third-party source. Okay. I'm going to use, what deck should I use? Let's use this deck. Okay, third-party source. What does this say? What is its purpose? Ten of Wands, Five of Pentacles. The servitor was sent to make you poor and make you stressed. There we go. Poor and stressed. Underneath the deck, I do have the Queen of Wands in reverse. I do feel, and I just pulled the Justice card again. Remember, I did have the Justice card from the other deck. Justice twice. I'm sorry, guys, but you pissed someone off, and I really feel like it's a female because we do have the Queen of Swords here, which I did say immediately was depicting the servitor, but again, funny that she's coming up right on top of the Oracle, which is the Master, Queen, okay? Underneath the deck, I do have another Queen. Underneath that, I do have the Magician. And underneath that, I have another Queen. I am not making this up. I have another Queen underneath that, and the Queen of Swords again at that. Two Queen of Swords. There is a Magician, and this doesn't feel like an amateur, because this doesn't feel like an amateur who has sent. Okay, it's like a hex. There's some kind of hex here that is making you stressed out, overburdened with life issues. So issues just keep popping up over and over again. It could be issues in many areas of your life. We do have here causes and cures diseases. So some of you guys could be having health issues, but it doesn't have to be only specific to that. We have this can make one shapeshift. What I'm seeing from this is that it's coming in different forms. You might have issues in your marriage or your romantic relationship, with your friends, at work, with your finances, with your landlord, even with your health, maybe with your looks. Maybe you might find that maybe you're losing your hair or something like that. We have this Five of Pentacles. There's something about wanting to remove some kind of abundance from you here. It doesn't have to be only money, but it could be that. Let's see if I can see what it is. This is a general reading, but I have the Two of Cups. This is some kind of someone. This is someone's ex. Knight of Cups in reverse. Someone's ex here. This is love related. Someone's ex. Because I did get the Two of Cups twice. This is I think my first time showing it to you. But with the other deck at one point, I did pull the Two of Cups. And here I have the Four of Cups again. I'm pretty sure I pulled that twice again already. Someone left, listen here. Someone at some point left someone for someone else romantically. And the person who got left is pissed off and they're targeting you. Now you might be the person who left someone for someone else, or you might be the person who the someone else left that other person for. This is what happened. So if you're currently dating someone, or you were dating someone and you recently broke up with them, ask yourself, were they cheating on that other person with you? Were they with that other person while you guys were starting to date each other? And if it's you, ask yourself, were you cheating on your ex while you were and seeing someone else while you were with them? Or did you break up with them just so you can go be with someone else because you fell in love with someone else, or you found someone else more attractive and you dumped them for someone else? There is something here about someone dumping someone for someone else. You might be the person who dumped the person, or you might be the person who the person dumped the other person for. And you are at the receiving end of this person's pissed offness, their anger. We do have the King of Swords here. I just pulled it. And funny that we have the Queen of Swords. So we have a female who had her partner, her romantic partner, probably a male, but it could be anyone because we do have the King of Swords here. The King of Swords left her for another Two of Cups here. Knight of Cups in reverse. We have some kind of male player. It could be a female, but a male, some player, and is being taken out on you, and or keep this in mind. It could also be the person you're with. Because another thing about this thought form, it's like, what is it attacking really? It's attacking, it's making stress, it's making financial issues, but it could also be making arguments between you and this romantic partner because it wants to break the two of you up. So the thought form is not really that. It could not be directly directed at you. It could be directed at your romantic partner. If again, it was your romantic partner who left their ex for you, and you're in it. You're receiving the hex of it so long as you're with that person. As long as you leave that person, once you leave that person, this hex, this servitor leaves you and probably remains with that person. If you are that person who, again, cheated on your ex or left your ex for someone else, this servitor is most likely going to remain with you, even if you break up with the woman or the man you left your ex for. So, yeah, I just split the deck. I have this Two of Wands card. It's almost as if it's telling me that it's like, it's following one person out of the two of you. There's two people here. Well, there's technically three. The three is the Magician, this Queen of Swords who's hiding. The servitor is technically following only one of you guys. And underneath that, I do have the Knight of Swords. So again, it's following the person who switched. Whoever switched from one person to the other is who is really following now. Don't get me wrong. This is a general reading. The servitor could actually, even though it's technically following the person who switched relationships, it could be targeting the person that the person left the other person for. So again, health issues, potentially. It could be targeting the beauty of the new person, the replacement. Let's see if I can see, is there targeting the replacement? We have the Three of Swords. Tells me causes love between friends and foes. No, it's not. Have the Page of Cups. It's not what it's doing is it's basically trying to break up these two people, which is you and your romantic partner. If you already recently broke up with someone, then that was the servitor, that was the spirit, and for whatever reason it might still be hovering around you a bit because you're still kind of sort of still talking to that person. So if you cut off that person completely, again, if you are the other woman, if you cut off that guy completely, the servitor leaves you and continues on with the guy. If you're the guy and you cut off, let's see, if you cut off the woman completely, what does the servitor do? What is it programmed to do? This is the longest group out of them all, but this is also the most serious group out of them all. Page of Pentacles. It awaits Eight of Wands underneath the deck. It awaits Faithful Servant. Again, is written with this Eight of Wands card. Gives very good familiars. Again, we have another familiar. It awaits further instructions. If you were the male or the person who cheated or switched up, it awaits further instructions. Its main goal right now, King of Pentacles. I have the Page of Pentacles and I have the King of Pentacles. Its main goal is to break the two of you up. I do have the Chariot underneath the deck. And I have the Fool, so someone, you need to be single again. Its instructions after that it kind of hovers around the male. I'm going to keep calling it a man because I keep seeing a man. It's going to hover around the male, but whoever did the switching, it's going to hover around the switcher, but it's not going to be as active. So it's going to be up to the caster to deactivate it at that point once she finds out that the two of you broke up completely. Or she could give it new instructions to just continue on and breaking up any other further relationships. Let's see what she's likely to do. Last thing, and then I'm going to switch. I'm going to move on to the next group because this is the longest group out of them all. Then she's most likely to, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. She's most likely to do nothing. It's like she has a grudge just against this new relationship. Most of you guys, there's a high probability that once you guys break up, that the servitor is not going to continue to mess with the switchers new relationships then on. And of course, like I said, the third party, the rebound girl, the new girl, the servitor is not messing with her as long as she's broken up with the guy. With the guy, there's a probability that the caster is not going to have it continue to mess with his relationships further on in the future. But again, general reading, be cautious here. She could change her mind and could have it, give it new instructions to continue to mess with the switcher for during the rest of his future relationships. Okay, so those are your messages. I hope that helped you and I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in my next reading. Hello, Pal 5. Welcome to your reading. So what spirit is around you and what do they want from you? So the spirit was showing me a flickering type of warehouse light, those long, what are they called? Incandescent lights, I think they're called. It was kind of flickering, like it was fusing a bit. It was trying to go on, but it just kept flickering. So, and it's ironic here we have this truth is unfolding card, enlightenment. So here's the thing, and starting off here, we do have the Six of Pentacles. This Six of Pentacles depicts someone hugging a grave and is in reverie over an old love. This spirit who is helping you or who is around you is actually not someone from this lifetime. At first I thought it was, and I was thinking, you know, are they separated? Like, is this a loved one, like a lover, like a boyfriend, girlfriend, or a spouse who passed on? And I clarify, no, okay. I just did it again. I split the deck and I got the Judgment card in reverse, and that's just telling me that I'm right. It is not a passed on loved one from this lifetime. Wow, I can't make this up. I just split the deck again and I got the Lover's card. Wow. This is not a passed on loved one from this lifetime. This is actually a passed on loved one from a past life. Remember, I had the Judgment card and now I have the Lovers again. I just split the deck 2 times just to, you know, tell me that yes, I'm correct. Yes, I'm correct. The thing is, from whatever past life this was, you were in love. The two of you were, I really believe the two of you were married. But even if you weren't married, you guys were the best of friends, depending, you know, on your gender in this past life and their gender in the past life. You guys were best of friends. At the very least, maybe one of you was the mother or the father, the other one of you was a child. You guys were super connected, but most of you guys, this was a lover, this was a spouse, okay? The thing is, this spouse ended up reaching enlightenment. The spouse ended up not having to reincarnate at some point. And I don't really believe that it occurred that lifetime that the two of you were together. I believe it occurred in another incarnation. There was another incarnation after the one that the two of you had together when the two of you were married. And in that one, they reached enlightenment and they stopped incarnating. In that lifetime, of course, when they were incarnated, they didn't really know who you were and that sort of stuff. And the two of you did not meet in that lifetime. When their soul separated from their body and they're able to remember everything in all their past lifetimes, they remembered you and they're like, oh my goodness, my soulmate, where is she or where is he? Okay, I did split the deck and I have this King of Cups card here. So he left his body. I'm picking up a male, but I am picking up that he was a male in the past life and you were a female, but it doesn't matter. He or she left the body, like, where is she, where is he, where's my soulmate? They look down and they're like, oh, he or she is still incarnating. They haven't reached enlightenment. Now, what this soul is actually doing is that this soul is fighting with you side by side in the spirit realm. We do have this Knight card here and we have the Chariot. 2 very controlling cards. They are helping you to reach enlightenment in this lifetime. They want you to end the birth and rebirth cycle for, of course, 2 main reasons. One being that it's just sucky for someone to be forced to continue to reincarnate in this hellhole. It's just sucky, period. A soul should be free. And the other reason is that they miss you. They want to be with you. And the only way for them to really, truly be with you is for you to not be in that cycle, because when your soul departs, you might very well, all the times that you kept incarnating, you very well were probably separated from them in two different dimensions. Whatever dimension holds the souls who are to be reincarnated is where your soul was, and his or hers was in a separate dimension. Whether or not he or she was able to cross over and to be with you for a short period of time in the spirit realm is unbeknownst to me. But regardless, that's kind of like, seeing someone, when you go to visit someone in prison and you're with them for an hour and then you have to leave and they have to leave. Either way, that's still not fulfilling. So they want you to reach enlightenment, and so you can stop reincarnating, and so that the two of you can be together. So it's a very sweet story. It's like star-crossed lovers type of thing. So that's their purpose. That's who they are. You're actually lucky to have them around. Pay attention to the wisdom that they drop in your lap. If something doesn't feel right to you, your intuition, listen to your intuition, listen to your logic. They're pushing you in the right direction. I did pull the Two of Wands card here. Don't be disheartened if you're separating yourself from like a path that you were always on. With this Two of Wands in reverse, it's like if you feel like you're forced to separate yourself from a path that you were always on, and you're looking at new things, they're trying to get you on stronger paths that are going to lead to enlightenment. So, say for example, you grew up in a religious household and now you're really deviating away from there, and you feel like you're being pulled, almost energetically pulled away from it in another direction, or in whatever way it manifests for you. Don't fight it. It's not the devil or whatnot. But it's actually funny because I did split the deck like at least 2 times and I saw the devil card. But the devil is Lucifer is about enlightenment, so that's why I split the deck twice and I saw that card. But if you're being pulled in a new direction, or if things just feel like they're chaotic, or you're getting a lot of tower moments in your life and a lot of death moments in your life where things are being shaken up and turned upside down, and you can't really look. I just split the deck again and I got the death card after I just talked about tower moments and death, and here I have the death card. If you're getting a lot of that, and a lot of, here we have the Five of Pentacles where things are being ripped away from you and you feel like you're in no man's land type of thing. It's this soul here, your soulmate. This is actually like your twin flame, your soulmate, your true soulmate trying to help you. So follow the urges. He or she is leading you where you need to go. And again, if it doesn't feel right at the beginning, just listen to him, listen to her. They are basically like an ascended master. They're not an ascended master that we know of. They are just a human who basically was able to say sayonara to the samsara. And therefore, you basically have your own personal ascended master who's helping you. So those are your messages. I hope that helped you and I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did, and I will see you in the next reading.